Hi everyone, it's Brad Weaber again here at Informs 2022 in Indianapolis, and I have the privilege of being Ranganath Nuggehalli, the principal scientist for UPS and a recipient of the 2022 Informs George E. Kimball Medal. Wow, congratulations on that. By the way, this award will be presented during the Informs Awards ceremony. At the time of this recording, is actually going to be tonight. So congratulations on your incredible recognition.
Thank you, Brad.
Really, that's wonderful.
I really appreciate Informs for give these recognitions.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned recognition. So this award recognizes distinguished service to Informs and to the ORMS and analytics. So this is a reflection on the tremendous role you play, not only in your organization, but also with Informs. So can you tell us a little bit how your relationship started with Informs?
Yeah, interesting. Probably the first time I went to an Informs conference was in 1984 in Dallas. I was doing my master's program. I was interested in operations research. Coming from a third world country where it's always like resource constrained everything, some of operations research always appealed to me. This is something like creating value and utility where it was not there. One of my professors knew my interest in operations research, so he took me to the conference in Dallas. So that's how my relationship began. I went to the conference, then decided to pursue a PhD program, then applied, then joined Purdue. Then as a PhD student, you start attending the conference, everything, you get to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it has been a long relationship. If you think about it, 1984.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the first year I actually went to university. So, so that is a little bit some time back there. So, now this is not the first time you've been recognized. You also had the Franz Edelman Award as well. So you are clearly, and that was in 2016?
2016.
Okay. And, which is arguably the world's best research project. So that must have been a truly wonderful experience as well. What can you share the most about that recognition?
It was really a wonderful recognition. It was interesting in the sense the project itself, it took a long time. The project came getting close to cut everything, but from there surviving, and then the top management asking us to go faster, go broader, everything. So it is tremendous. It's a culmination of effort by a large number of people. At the peak of the project, about 800 UPS people were working full time for about 3 years. So it's not just recognition for us, it's the UPS management standing behind the project. It cost about $350 million for the project. Okay. And 800 people working on it. So it was like recognition of everybody who worked hard for about 8 to 10 years on the project and believed in something, making it happen. That was one side of it. Coming to the Edelman competition itself, I don't know if I've been to the Edelman competition or not. There are a number of very good projects which showcase them. Any one of them could have won. I never had the belief that, we are the best project or anything like that. Every time I listen to them, it's like, this could win, and other things. And also our CEO came to the presentation to make the presentation by himself too. So that was like recognition for us internally about the importance of the project, everything. So it was a tremendous recognition for UPS people, management, everybody who stood behind it. And also the fact that it brought a lot of recognition for the operation research profession itself. So from that point of view, it was really good to see you were able to contribute something to the profession and the company.
So obviously, you are you have a spirit of service about you, and the Kimball Award obviously, is about service. What can you share with attendees and students about the importance of service?
Yeah. It's very interesting. Probably you're stealing some of the thing I'm going to talk about when the award acceptance. Interesting thing is, I never once thought I'm doing something extra for the society or the profession. I got more out of my association from Informs and the profession than probably I put in for the profession, everything. I personally benefited. Coming to Informs has been great. I met a lot of great number of good people. They broadened my horizon. They acted as mentors. You learn from other people about how to do these things. And a large number of my friends, the beginning started in Informs. They become my personal friends, extended family. So it has been tremendous benefit for me. I almost feel guilty about getting the award. Okay. It's like, what was John F. Kennedy's? what you can do for the country. Okay.
That's not what you can do for the country, but what, yeah.
So for me, I think Informs and OR has benefited me more than what I have done for the society and the profession. So for the younger member, I would say get involved, keep your eyes open, learn from others, never think that you know everything. And in the end, the benefit you get is much more than what you put in.
So I want to ask you real quick. You mentioned about this meeting and all that. What advice would you give to someone who this is their very first Informs meeting?
Oh, it could be bewildering. There are like so many sessions here. This is like, when I started, probably there were probably 1,000 presentations in the conference. Now there are about more than 6,000, somewhere in that range, everything. So the only thing I would say is attend and also learn about other projects, everything, other technology. Don't just be focusing on your own narrow problem. More than anything else, meet with people and network. That's what this meeting is about.
Yeah, absolutely, okay. Absolutely, and network.
You get to meet people. Informs is a great resource. There are so many people who are willing to act as mentors, if only you know how to ask them or approach them. Don't be shy. Meet with people and learn. That would be my advice.
That's great advice, everyone. So you, aside from receiving an award, you've also contributed to an award. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yeah. UPS has been very big, very early adapter of operation research, going back to 1940s. Now a lot of companies are jumping on data science, AI and other things, but UPS has been one of the foremost practitioners of it. And our second CEO was the one who introduced operation research. Even if I go back and look at it, he talks about the importance of operation research. So we benefited tremendously. At the same time, we realized we have to encourage people to be good practitioners of operation research. We want to do something back to the profession that helped UPS grow so much. So we talked to the top management and other things. This is one thing where neither Informs knew about the product was needed, nor UPS management thought of something that's needed or anything like that. So we had to play both ends and create a product which was not there. When I approached the UPS management, my goal was to just tell them about what we plan to do. Even before I finished, they said, we are going to give you the funding, go and do it. First time in my life, or only time in my life where I got money without asking for it.
You have to use that strategy when you're asking for a raise sometime,
So everybody supported it, including our chief executive officer, everybody. Then Informs UPS and the practice section, which I'm part of. We all collaborated to make something happen. A large number of people worked extraordinary number of hours to lay out the policies and procedure, all the things, and made it happen. It has been tremendously successful, and schools come and say it has been very good for them. If nothing else, the very process of applying makes them think about what their product is, or the program is. So it has helped them. So we feel very grateful that we could contribute something for the society and the profession.
No, absolutely. Okay, so well, speaking of that, so obviously you received an award, you contributed. What advice would you give to someone who is applying for an award to get involved? What would you say is the best process?
Yeah, I don't know if you like my answer or not, to be honest. We never started anything thinking about, we're going to apply for this award or anything like that. It was never, we took care of what needed to be taken care of. But having said that, even within our own project, when the Orion applied for the Edelman competition, we had to go back and relearn a lot of things, and also we had to educate internally, management, everybody, what it was about. That helped us tremendously. So the same thing I talked about George Smith Prize, where programs tell us, hey, just the very application process made us think about what we are about. Same thing about the other awards too, whether the Edelman Award and other things. It makes you think what we are about, what we are doing. It provides a framework and a reference. I think that's very important in the long run. Okay. Winning the award or not, that's minor thing, but the application, the process of applying has a lot of value. I really would encourage everybody to think about it and apply, especially for George Smith Prize. All the programs, okay, I want you to consider applying for it.
So that's some very good advice. So I just want to tell you, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you today. Congratulations, and I look forward to this evening and seeing you being honored on stage.
Thank you, Brad. It has been very
Good.
it has been a pleasure.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Wonderful.